Hello, welcome to Lesson 4. Lesson 4, we begin to dive into the addictive process, which is really the foundation of current substance abuse practice in the field. We'll be defining the disease of addiction, looking at the differences between misuse, abuse, and active addiction with individuals who use substances. We will have initial conversations about the assessment process and drug testing, all of which we will discuss more in depth at a later time. In this lesson, it's really important to gain a grasp of misuse, abuse, and dependence on substances, because these are really important and very subtle differences. Usually when we talk about drug use, the general population just sees a user as one type of user and one type only. But reality is how much we use, the type of drug we use, how long we have been using, how the body responds, and so forth. All these things can take place at different stages of life experience. For example, someone who is misusing a substance may only use that substance once or twice a month. Their use causes no negative consequences. They may use the drug more frequently, and again, they can stop anytime they want. Someone who abuses a substance still has control over their use. They may use 3 to 4 times a week. They may be experiencing some negative consequences, maybe with family life or on the job or those type of things, but they can still stop anytime they want. And generally not have any issues long term with that they still have a choice of stopping and starting. The last phase or stage of this process is active addiction, sometimes called dependence, substance abuse addiction, or dependence. And that is when the client crosses the invisible line in terms of not only is the person using heavily, possibly multiple drugs heavily, their thinking process changes, how they deal with life's problems are different, how they see reality and the world around them is different, and brain chemistry has been changed to a point where drug use becomes normal. In order to function normally, the person has to have their drug of choice or multiple drugs in their body, and this urging doesn't go away, and basically the brain takes over and says, in order to be normal, I have to have this substance. So normal is being high, abnormal is not having the substance. So the entire existence for the person centers around their particular drug that's being used. And simply saying, no, I'm going to quit, or I'm going to have enough willpower, or those other things that society tells us, why don't you just quit, just say no. Well, it's not that easy, because for that person, life has changed, and forever will be changed. And they will never be able to use substances in moderation again. And the challenge will be is helping them find continued recovery. Helping clients get clean, those clients who are in the addicted state, is not that easy. Initial recovery is pretty well founded, and we know what to do. But long-term recovery, long-term sobriety, beyond that first week and a half, 2 weeks, with cocaine addicts, beyond the first month, is extremely difficult. If we can help those individuals seeking recovery, those individuals who are involved in active addiction, the longer they have sobriety and the longer they are clean, the greater their odds of having a level of functioning that is great. We will learn in future lessons that generally it takes three treatment episodes, 3 intense, 3 very good treatment episodes or experiences before we start seeing progress in relation to long-term sobriety. For this lesson, the most important things we can work on is understanding this disease model of addiction. What is the disease? What does it mean? What are some of the limitations and inherent foundational assumptions that we have based on research? We have some writing that we have to do based on this question of what is addiction? How is addiction a disease? And what do you think about this concept of addiction being a disease? We also have writing in this lesson, formal writing related to the differences between misuse, abuse, and dependence, and specifically the differences between abuse and dependence as cited in the DSM-4 and this substance dependence disorder of sorts that's indicated in the DSM-5. And I want you to understand the differences between both models and be able to compare those models and have conversations with me and your fellow classmates about these differences. So this is a really big lesson. We have a lot to read. The reading in the clean book is small, but I've added multiple supplemental videos and written documents for you to read. Then I'm asking you to take a stance and to be an active learner in this lesson in terms of helping to determine the ideas behind the disease of addiction and the classifications between the DSM-4 and 5 about how we classify and work with addicts in the field. All this will require significant reading on your part, some thinking, and putting those thoughts down on paper and communicating with your fellow students. This is not a lesson that you can do the night before. This is a lesson that will take you all week to complete at a high quality, and one that I hope we can all learn from as we go along. In the meantime, with our written lessons for this time, the discussion boards, and the short response paper, I am available to help with your thinking process, with question and answers, and so forth. All you have to do is contact me, and I'll be happy to assist in any way possible. Thank you for your attention today, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in writing this lesson.